possible. And then, after some time, I think there has to be some regulation to ensure that the technology is safe for the users and for third parties, and to prevent possible misuse. Now, having a regard to AI, I think the European Union was not among the first to invent or implement AI, and I guess the European Union was not among the first to use AI. But the European Union has set itself the goal to be among the first to regulate AI. And as far as I can see, they have reached this goal in a very European way, because just 1 month ago, on the 1st of August, a new regulation entered formally into force, and this is a regulation on AI. It has entered into force, but its provisions are not yet applicable. They will become applicable step by step, some of them in half a year, others in 1 year, and most of them in 2 years. But now the preparations are going well to be prepared once these provisions are applicable. And I said this regulation is very European. You can see it by the sheer numbers. 180 recitals. This means 180 paragraphs explaining the reasons why this regulation was made, the thoughts behind it, and some explanation on the regulation itself. 113 articles laying out the rules, plus 13 annexes, lists of technologies that are involved or not. So yesterday I saw a printout, so Professor Godda has it in his hands. It's about this thick. So far I think there are not too many people who have read it completely, and there are not too many people who have understood it completely. But there will be some time to get up to this task. And I must say, on top of that, despite this sheer size, it's just a framework, because the essential technical rules are not laid down in this regulation, but they are to be prepared and laid down by technical bodies, by standardization bodies. There are 3 in Europe. Let's start from the end. ETSI, everybody of you knows ETSI for telecommunication. Then CENELEC for other electrical devices, and CEN for every other field of technology. And these bodies are in charge by this regulation to draft and to develop standards for AI systems. So what's really up to these systems and the criteria these systems have to meet in the end is still to be developed and is still to be decided, despite this really big regulation.